Hey friends, it's me, China Guitar Sceptic, back with another video. And this one entitled, Ripped Off Selling a Guitar on eBay, Joe Bonamassa Guitar Struggles, and China Guitar Sceptic Guitar Challenge. That title was a mouthful, wasn't it? First and foremost, I still haven't got around to recording my latest guitar composition, Hunter Hunted, which was inspired by a drum track kindly provided to me by YouTuber Nicolas Martinez. And I'll put links in the description down below so that you can go over and see some of his stuff. And it got me to thinking that it'd be a great opportunity to involve some of you, my fabulous subscribers. And so this is what I was thinking. I do not profess to be a great or even a decent guitarist, and I'm not primarily here to demo my own playing, but to demo gear. Most of my subscribers are much better players than me, and yet do not have the exposure or subscriber base that I enjoy, which is criminal given the talent that's out there. So once in a while, I have featured lesser known players who I think deserve more exposure. With my latest track unpublished due to time constraints for me getting around to re-recording it in tune this time, I thought that before I do, I would instead throw it open to you lovely people to have a jam over and perhaps demo your own interpretation of it. There's no pressure to do it, I just thought you might like the chance to jam over a new track. However, if you do a recording and you might like a bit of exposure to a different audience on my channel, then send me a link or a copy of your version and I'll be glad to showcase your talents on my channel. There is no prize or competition, as I believe that playing guitar is never a competition, and we should all support each other whatever stage we're at on our guitar playing journey. You'll find all the links if you want to have a go at recording the track down below in the description. Links to a video track of it that you can jam along to on YouTube while you play it. There's also a WAV file to download of the backing track that I created. Yeah, I really look forward to hearing any submissions that come in, and don't forget to title your video, if you put it up on YouTube, CGS Guitar Challenge, and send me the link either via the comments here or via chinagutarsceptic@gmail.com. Okay, the next piece of news was something I was reading on Ultimate Guitar this week, and it was an article or a short piece about Joe Bonamassa and his description of his struggles with acoustic guitar playing. And this is what the article read. Said Joe, the first thing you realise very quickly when you decide to do an acoustic version of an electric song is your solo either becomes very truncated, very different, or non-existent, because even if you play a clean solo, it's different with the acoustic. Usually with an electric guitar, with a clean sound, you lighten up the right hand and you need a bloom. You can get the bloom out of a pickup. With acoustic guitar, I feel like a hack. Tommy Emmanuel, that's an acoustic guitar player, the guy knows how to get the most out of the guitar. He really lives and breathes this stuff. Rodrigo Y. Gabriela, these guys know what they're doing, you know, and unfortunately, I don't have that skill set when it comes to that instrument. To me, it's tuned the same way, but it's a different instrument. I find I bar a lot of stuff, and I always play more like Chuck Berry on an acoustic than I do on an electric because I'm constantly searching to fill out this sound. Single notes on electric bloom, and it sounds thick, and you can roll the tone off and adjust. If you're playing on the acoustic, you're trying to cut through a 9-piece band without a cable, and if you're plugged in, to me it sounds like you don't have the right pickup system and it sounds like rubber bands. You can quote my father if you want. He goes, Joe, you have your electric sound together, but you probably have the world's worst live acoustic sound. I go, thanks, Dad.
So, Fat Man, who is this China Guitar Sceptic fellow?
I have absolutely no idea, but I am gonna subscribe to his channel.
Oh, good idea. You know what? I might even join you.
So there you go, even somebody of his stature and playing ability that most of us could never hope to reach is still struggling with certain areas of the guitar. It really is a leveler, the guitar. A little bit like the game of golf, I'm told. So finally, today, an article that I was reading in UK press the Guardian newspaper about a gentleman who sold a Fender Stratocaster on eBay, and he had some serious problems, and here's what the article read. JR from Manchester wrote in, "Can you help me with an eBay PayPal disaster? In June, I decided to sell my Fender Stratocaster electric guitar on eBay, which went for £1,165. I posted it to the buyer's address, and it was fully insured through a local Manchester firm, which uses Parcel Force to deliver. Tracking shows it was successfully delivered, but on the same night, I received a message to say that the buyer had opened a dispute case with eBay, claiming that the item was not as described, as no guitar in case. I sent out proof of posting, etc. to eBay Dispute Centre, and staff ruled in my favour. The buyer then opened another 2 cases via PayPal for item not received and item not as described. Again, I provided the same information. He had spoken to the police and obtained a report to state that the item was not in the case. As a result, PayPal has ruled in his favour, leaving me owing £1,165 plus fees. Parcel Force will not even launch an investigation until a missing item form is filled out and returned. As PayPal has refunded him, there's no incentive for him to do so, and he hasn't. I'm now left with no recourse through PayPal, as it says the case is closed. The courier won't act unless the forms are filled in. I can't believe that there's no comeback for me here as an honest seller. Can you help or at least warn others? JR, Manchester." The Guardian responded, "This is a massive problem, and we've received several other complaints in recent months. It seems that fraudsters have realised that there's easy pickings to be had buying expensive items on eBay and then claiming they didn't arrive. In such cases, PayPal's seller protection invariably turns out to be not worth a thing, as it's almost always sides with the buyer. This is not new, and Consumer Champions has warned against it previously. Our advice is never sell an expensive item on eBay without demanding the buyer pays cash, in person. The risks are too great of doing otherwise. Laptop sellers are particularly prone to this problem, and courier firms are rarely much help. Happily for you, JR, I asked PayPal to take a second look, and it has refunded your losses. It declined to explain why or give any details, but you must be delighted it's over. Other eBayers, don't fall for this." So there you go. It is a real worry for any of us selling anything of value on eBay, and so it's good advice that was given there to always ensure that somebody comes along, meets up with you and pays you in cash. Then there can be no dispute. It's also good for us as buyers, particularly of guitars. I've always said, folks, when you're buying online, you don't get to play it, you don't get to hold the instrument and see what it feels like, and that's always advisable. And so it's good advice for buyers as well. Go and see the guitar, play it, see if it's what it says in the description, and see if it's something that you feel will fit with you. And you can always say thanks but no thanks when you get there. Obviously, I'm not encouraging people to waste others' time on eBay, but if it isn't as the description says, or the guitar doesn't play very well, at least you've got some wiggle room to barter with them over the cost and the cost of repairs. So good advice there. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and again, I will get round to recording my own version of Hunter Hunted. Until next time, folks, take good care.